Hey guys, it's Sarah, and I am going to start on my next Mini Monday project. So this is probably going to take me all the way through the month of March. And if you've been here for a little bit, you know that I started this traveler's notebook using the 30 list prompts that came out in September of last year. And I got up until I think list 12, and then I didn't continue it. But I still want to. I have all the lists prompted, all the list prompts written out here. So I'm going to still do it. And 30 lists is actually something that you pay for. So I paid for it. So I need to, finish it, right? And I was just flipping through this and I really like it. So I want to keep going and finish it out. So yeah, I got up to list 12. So I'm doing 2 lists on each page here in this traveler's notebook that I got at Michael's. And I'm just going to keep going until I finish it. And I think I did some math, and if I do like 4 lists per video, then that will be going through the month of March. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. So that way I can go ahead and finish this and it'll be done. I don't have to, have it hanging over my head anymore. I already have supplies pulled, just some random things that I kind of want to get used up here. So I'm going to try to use up some of this. I have this little tin, a little freckled fawn tin. I don't know if anyone has been subscribed to Freckled Fawn for a long time, but when they first started, before they started doing the bags, they did these fun little tins. And so I keep one on my desk, and I just have so much random stuff in here. Like, it's so random, just things that I can, easily get through, or just that I just have a couple little things here. So I just kind of want to get through some of this stuff as well. So I'm going to have this out while I'm working, and we're just going to see how much of this random stuff I can use. And these traveler's notebooks are great to kind of use up those little bits and bobs that are kind of hanging around. So that's going to be my plan for Mini Monday for the month of March. And yeah, so probably expect, 4 to 5 lists every single video for every Monday throughout the month. I think I have like 18 more lists to go through here. So I didn't get even quite halfway, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and finish it now. Luckily, these things, still apply. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is get all my stuff out of that sleeve here and kind of empty it out and see what I have to work with, because since it's been a while since I have touched this, I don't remember exactly what I pulled to use for it. Okay, so I do have those circles there that I had punched from pattern paper when I first started the project, so I'm going to use those to back every single one of my letters. And I am kind of going through here to see what I want to use on this first day. So I'm just kind of going through, and I do have that little tin on my desk as well, and I want to try to use up some things from that in this album too. These are great ways to kind of use up some of those little bits that you have laying around. So for my list for number 13, the prompt is how I stay busy. So kind of things that you do to keep yourself busy when you need to. And I have this big sticker here from this Amy Tangerine sticker sheet, and it says to do, and I went ahead and cut that up because I didn't want the together part on it. So I just made it like to do, almost like a to-do list. And then I'm using my Kelly Purkey number stickers, which I'm using all throughout this album. They're all Kelly Purkey number stickers. And then the Studio Calico letter stickers here to write out stay busy, and then I'll use my pen to say how I. And how I stay busy is number 1, I scrapbook. Number 2, I read. 3, I clean. And 4, I organize. So if I need to keep busy, those are kind of things that I try to do. Okay, so I'm going to use a little thin strip of washi tape here that I have on my desk to kind of separate the days here. And so for number 14, the prompt is your favorite teams. And my only favorite team is the Georgia Bulldogs. That's it. I do not have any other favorite teams. I don't watch any other sports besides college football, really. I will watch the Super Bowl, but that's about it. I don't watch like pro football regularly. So Georgia Bulldogs are my jam. And I went through my little sleeve that I have of actual Georgia scrapbooking things, or things that I can use in a scrapbook. And I had this tag that I got off of, I think, a shirt that I bought a while ago. And I kept the tag because I like the bulldog on there. So I'm going to go ahead and use that in here, which is fantastic. And then use my numbers for 14, University of Georgia sticker here. And I have this little football flare badge that my friend Jamie made for me. And I'm going to go ahead and put that down, and then I will use a couple of things here to do the words. So I'm going to use this little Ali Edwards word strips here, and I'm going to use the word favorite. It wasn't on its own though, it said something else with it, so I just cut out the word favorite. That's all I wanted to use. And then I am going to use some little word or letter tiles here to spell out the word team. And I'm trying to find red. I had picked up pink before. So these are little stamped word tiles that Nicole Jones actually made for me, and she sent them to me. She has a little set that you can do these, and then it's like a die cut thing as well. So it's really cool. So I'm going to try to start using those a little bit more. But I did those for the word team, so I'm going to go ahead and just stick those down. And then I'm just going to write Georgia Bulldogs on here. Nothing else I really need to say. You guys know I love them. And now I'm going to go ahead and move on to number 15. And number 15 is pets I would like to have. And this one was really, really easy for me. There's really only kind of pet I want. I am definitely a dog person. You guys know I have 2 dogs, and I want to have dogs forever and ever for the rest of my life. But my dream dog is an English bulldog, speaking of Georgia Bulldogs. But like a big, slobbery, fat English bulldog is my dream. So I have these little doggy die cuts that my friend Jamie, again, had made for me. And this is a cute little, I think it's a Boston Terrier type, or even a French Bulldog maybe, but so super cute. And, you know, definitely not the exact bulldog I'm talking about, but it's close enough, and I think it's adorable. And then that little dog dish with the bone in it is super cute as well. So I'm going to use him to represent the kind of animal that I want to have. So I'm just going to use my pen for this one. I'm not going to use any letter stickers or anything, but pets I would like to have. And then I'm going to write down, being a dog lover, I will always have dogs. My dream dog is an English bulldog, a big, slobbery, snorting bulldog. I will have one. So, and my husband knows. We have 2 dogs right now, and we will, you know, definitely love them until the end. And then when it's time to get a new one, we will definitely be getting an English bulldog. He knows. Okay, so for number 16, this one is called Lies I Tell Myself. And I'm going to use this really large die cut here, and it's like a buttons, it looks like a buttons package. And I'm using this in particular because one of the lies I tell myself is I know how to use my sewing machine, and I do not. I can stitch on paper, and that's about it. So I'm going to use some of these Simple Stories letter stickers here and do the title, Lies I Tell Myself. Put a little arrow right there, and that arrow fit perfectly right there, and it's perfect because it's green. And the lies are, number 1, everything's fine. Number 2, I know how to use my sewing machine. And number 3, I'm not healthy, but it's fine. So those are just kind of 3 things I tell myself all the time that no. And usually when I say everything's fine and I'm in a stressful situation, I say it through clenched teeth so people know that I'm lying. But trying to put on a happy face. Okay, so number 17, I'm going to go ahead and use the rest of this little together sticker that I used on the first one. Sorry for my head. I'm trying to get it straight. But I'm going to use that there, and then I'm going to put my number down. And this one is my best tips for ... whatever you want to give tips for. I'm going to use this little love sticker here as well from October Afternoon. And my best tips I'm going to do is for a happy marriage. And these are just some things that my husband and I talk a lot about because we have some friends who are not in happy marriages. And it makes us definitely reflect on our own marriage and, you know, kind of realize how happy we are and why we are that way. So number one is you should love your spouse and you should like your spouse. There's a difference. Number two, when you get upset, take a break so you don't say something you might regret. Number three, always be respectful of each other. That's a big thing with us. We are very respectful of each other, even if we're upset. And number four, keep things exciting and make an effort. So those are kind of the top things that my husband and I realize about our relationship that we don't see in some others, and we're very grateful for that. Okay, so I used a little piece of ribbon that I had on my desk to do the separation. And for number 18, this will be the last one of the video, but this one is casting for the movie of my life. And this little kind of movie, what are those called? The things that they snap in the middle of takes. There was one of those on this October afternoon sticker sheet, so that was perfect. So I'm going to use these Studio Calico stickers to spell the word casting, and then the rest of it will be in my handwriting for the movie of my life. And I am going to just kind of write my whole family and then who would play them in a movie. So for me, I put Rachel McAdams because I love her. For Josh, I put Channing Tatum because I love him. For Kaylin, I put Dove Cameron. She loves her. And then for Layla, I put Abigail Breslin. And that's it. So I'll be back again soon. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye.